It's not going to be as easy as you think if every year the Bundesliga is a foregone expectation. It is a conclusion. It needs to happen. It is basically just like breathing air in Germany now. You have to win the Bundesliga. With it being the Champions League, it gets a whole lot harder, does it not? I mean, I don't know how else you're supposed to be. Is it bringing the kids through? And giving more guys like Jamal Musiala or Bright Airy Mbaye more of a chance? I don't think so. So if it's just the Champions League, how I don't know. I mean, because you've never seen people win. I mean, even Barcelona, when they were at their prime, they weren't winning the Champions League year in, year out. So how do you measure success for Nagelsmann beyond the Champions League at Bayern?
I think he needs to win the Champions League because, of course, the Bundesliga. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be like a thing that everybody expects Nagelsmann to win. But
Mhm.
I think Nagelsmann is going to have such a good defense in his first years. He's going to have Alfonso, Upamecano, Lucas Hernandez, and Pavard. So I think these four names I just said are going to be so solid to have
Yeah.
in his first years, and with Neuer and Neuer there at the back, this defense is going to be very hard to pass. And having the liberty up front with even a Goretzka, that now it looks like a completely different player.
Oh.
And maybe, I'm going to speculate because I love that speculation.
Mhm.
Kamavinga to Bayern. If that happens for 50 million, Bayern have another bargain deal awaiting with Upamecano for, was it 35 or 40 million? And now
Mhm.
Kamavinga for 50? That is masterclass deals made by Bayern Munich.
That would
So,
be. That would
because
be.
I am expecting a central midfielder to come, because Tolisso, I remember
Mhm.
Tolisso in Lyon, he was so good. I remember when we first met, we would talk about Tolisso nonstop. I
Yep.
even thought he was going to AC Milan next to Kessier, but Kessier was in Atalanta, Tolisso Lyon. There was
Mm.
loads of hype with the AC Milan rebuild. I thought you were gonna have that midfield, but it didn't go through. He went to Bayern, but the injuries are just they're it's just so
It,
unfortunate,
it's upsetting. It is. It
It
is. And
is.
there's another kid coming through now that's a little bit of a different frame, a little bit of a different mindset than Tolisso. But Maxence Caqueret at Lyon is a guy that has. There aren't many total similarities to them, but he is a guy that's going to be the metronome of. He'll be going for 30, 40 million euros sometime
Yes.
soon in the near future. But back to Bayern, you're absolutely right about Tolisso and a guy like Camavinga, who now for 2 years, you could even say he hasn't had an amazing year this year. And then you remember he's still 18 years old.
Yeah.
He's still learning. He has all the properties and all the potential in the world, and he's already got the hunger, fire, relentless pressing, decent technical skills. He's got it all in his bag, and it's just a matter of being able to step up that level, go to the Bundesliga, and you join a world-class setting like that. Oh, and by the way, you add a guy like why am I forgetting his name? Kouassi,
Yes.
Tanguy. Kouassi back into the mold, get him healthy again. You've got versatility there. Oh, man, you add Camavinga, it's going to be really interesting. But
And
yeah,
Kamavinga will grow himself as a player next to all these guys. He's going to be mentored.
yeah,
So, and I do see Upamecano, another French player, coming in. If Kamavinga comes too, he won't feel that added pressure. And you mentioned Tanguy Nianzou, really
mm-hmm.
good PSG prospect, which now he's end of the recovery time,
Yep.
so people should be expecting to see him too. So very exciting times, in my opinion, to be a Bayern Munich fan. Not as much to be a Dortmund fan, because. But I just wanted to say this Nagelsmann move, I do see it too as a power play by Bayern Munich,
Sure.
because they're weakening RB Leipzig a lot. And to go back to your question, I do think Nagelsmann, if he leaves Bayern and he doesn't have a Champions League, I feel like people are gonna judge him.
Yeah.
He needs to get it. He needs to get it, and he's going to be given the time and the money and all the resources that come, the amazing scouting at Bayern, all the resources that the club has for him to win. And he feels he has to feel the pressure. Oh, 33
and
years old.
Here's what he doesn't have to do, though. All he has to do is put all of the coaching and the fitness duties in the hands of Leon Goretzka. Have Goretzka take hold of anyone that comes in, show them his lifting regimen, and he'll have an army of super soldiers in no time.
Goretzka's huge. How did he got so huge in the space of a year?
I don't know, man, but Musiala is going the same trajectory. If you look at a picture of him at the beginning of the year versus him now, it's like he's been eating 15 burgers a day.
And did you see like the what I love about Jamal Musiala is actually going to Twitter and seeing those photos that are saying that he's training after the training session with the team. He's improving his finishing. He's with, I think it was Klose. He had a 1-to-1 session to improve his finishing after the main team training session. So I'm really excited to see like that Jamal Musiala is willing to learn, and I feel like a youngster with his age, like 18, right?
Yeah.
That's all you need. All you need like his willingness and the talent, and he has it. So
he does, and it's amazing. It is amazing because we're sort of glossing over how successful that Bayern Academy is too, and all the other guys that could be coming through. And I guarantee, and Nagelsmann turns 1-2 of them into really good complementary players next year, and a guy like Torben Rhein. Or Bright Arianbai, who I believe also has, I believe he was born in England, maybe, but he also has dual nationality there. I'd imagine Nagelsmann is going to be able to turn one of them in and to become the next Musiala. But Musiala's trip, an avenue to Bayern is a whole nother story for a whole nother podcast sometime. But you did.